Hi, welcome to the Fire Effects by Audeobox training video. The Fire Effects is a powerful, one-of-a-kind plugin designed by music producers to help music producers like you to create dynamic new sounds. In this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to all of the incredible features the Fire Effect has to offer. These tools will enhance any piece of music you're working on, regardless of genre. Whether you specialize in house, EDM, trap or R&B, the Fire Effect has got you covered. You're about to learn how to spice up your sound and stand out from the crowd, even if you're a music vet or fresh on the scene. Let's get started. First thing to note is that the Fire Effect is extremely versatile. You can apply it to a single sound, a group of sounds, or an entire mix. Plus, you can use it to enhance vocal samples and create an entirely new melody. We've truly opened the door to a new world of creative possibilities with this simple-to-use plugin. You'll see on the Fire Effect interface that there are two effects, Ice Cold and On Fire. Right in the middle, you'll hear the heating up, which is a nice blend of both effects. The Ice Cold effect, located here on the left, functions much like a sidechain, but with the added ability of opening and closing a filter. The result is somewhat of a warp effect. It's a perfect tool to use if you're looking to create a new sound from an existing melody. It can also provide space in the mix for vocals if a melody is overpowering. The On Fire effect, found here on the far right, is the foundation of the plugin. Using the On Fire effect creates a morphed version of your original sound. Think of this as a slowed-down half-time effect. This gives you the ability to break down a complicated melody into a simpler melody. Another cool thing about this feature is that it's live no matter where you start on the track. Simply put, the Fire Effect is a combination of a synced modulated filter and a synced beat slicer that slows down the signal in real time. The third effect is what we call heating up. It is found right here in the center of the slider. Heating up is essentially a blend of the Ice Cold and On Fire effects. It combines the warped sound with the slowed down sound to produce a sound that is totally unique. It's a perfect effect to use on loops and individual sounds. You can also achieve some really cool effects just by playing around with the slider and testing the sounds on various ends of the spectrum. Now, for each effect, you have access to different parameters. On the Ice Cold side, you can choose different filters. You'll also find the Smooth knob. The Smooth knob allows you to control the harshness of the filter by giving you the option of creating subtle tape-like harmonics when used at a low level, and a static distortion when cranked all the way up, or something in between. When using the On Fire effect, you have access to a phaser and chorus effect to further enhance your piece. On the far right, you'll see the Bypass knob. Use this feature to bypass the Smooth knob and two center windows. Finally, at the bottom, you'll notice the Equalizer. The Equalizer features 7 filters. This allows you to further customize your sound by manually adjusting the levels individually. Another very useful tool is that you can set specific sounds for a specific section of your track. Everything in the Fire Effect is fully automatable, so you have total freedom on when and for how long to use a specific effect. At the very bottom of the interface are the Bypass EQ and Bypass All buttons. These buttons enable you to either bypass the equalizer or the entire effect respectively. First, begin by opening the plugin and then turning it on. Notice the types of sounds that you can create by trying out the various filters. Next, play around with the slider. Notice the tones created by moving from the ice cold effect to heating up, and then to on fire. When you're on the on fire effect, notice the morph sound it creates. Play around with the chorus and phaser effects as well. Notice the difference by turning the bypass button on and off. Do the same thing with the smooth knob. Be sure to go in between and hear both effects at the same time. In this next example, I want to show you specifically what the on fire effect can do on some different types of sounds. We will try it out on an arpeggiator so you can see how it creates a completely new melody from an existing one. Again, select different filter types to hear a variety of unique sounds. Test them out individually and then also blended together. It will really spark creative ideas. When the fire effect is fully turned on, it creates a much simpler melody that is easier to work with. And don't forget to bypass it to A/B test the results as well. Play around with the EQ a bit. Also, be sure to try out the low-pass filter to get rid of any clicks or unwanted lows. You'll get something unique and different every time. In this final example, you'll hear how the on fire effect sounds on the master output. This is where things get really interesting. To apply both effects at the same time. Notice the new dynamics. Now let's try the fire effect in full force. Wow, it's like a whole new track. Let's try ice cold. Chilly. What a great sound. Toggle the smooth knob a bit for some grit and put on the low pass filter. Let's just have some fun and play around with all the different parameters. Continue playing with all of the filters and features and acquaint yourself with the full scope of everything this powerful plugin has to offer. As you can see, the Fire Effect plugin by Audeobox is an incredible asset for any musician. Let's try the ice cold again. I just love that filter sweep. No matter where you are at on your musical path or what musical genre you work in, the Fire Effect can take any track from dull to dope. Thank you for tuning into this exclusive training on the Fire Effect plugin. Use this incredible tool to create a unique sound that enhances your style as an artist and push the envelope of musical creativity.